top 5 entrepreneur essentials that you must have to run your business. This is Noelle Randall, real estate millionaire, entrepreneur, mentor, author, speaker, and so much more. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 5 essentials that almost every entrepreneur needs in order to have a thriving business that makes money and lasts for generations. Let's go.
Noelle. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So we're just going to get right to it in this video because I want to make sure that you have a business that lasts year after year after year. And it is so important. And I know this may sound so simple, but the first thing that every entrepreneur needs as an essential is to register your business. I know, this sounds crazy and probably you're like, duh, register your business. But so many entrepreneurs that I know start a business and they never actually register that business with the Secretary of State, meaning you need to get an LLC, an S Corp, or a C Corp. Those are the 3 types of entities that you can create for your business, and you register the business in one of those structures. Now, Noelle is not an attorney or a tax advisor, so I'm not going to recommend to you which structure of business or which entity type you should get, but I will tell you it is super important to get your business registered with the Secretary of State. And I will also share with you, when I first got started, I did do an LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Company. Yes, Limited Liability Company, an LLC. It's basically where you create a business entity other than yourself that protects you from being sued, protects you from, them coming after your personal assets. It protects you if something goes wrong in the business. And if you no longer want to do the business, you can dissolve the business and it doesn't dissolve you. You can pass that business to another person. You can sell that business. In fact, when you create and you register your business with the Secretary of State, you are creating a separate entity. Let me say that again. You are creating a separate entity. This is a separate thing from you. You and your business are now 2 separate things. Meaning, if someone wanted to sue you, for example, they would have to sue you, not sue your business, for example. Or if your business does something, they're going to sue the business. They're not going to sue you. You kind of get it? So I'm not an attorney. I'm not a tax professional, but I can tell you that getting an entity set up legally by registering your business with the Secretary of State offers you so many protections, and it will open you up where you can get funding for your business, okay? And this is so important. So many entrepreneurs want to start a business and they want people to invest in their business, or they want business credit cards, or they want loans for their business. But if you don't register your business, no one is going to do those things for you. It's very rare that you're going to find someone that's willing to give you hundreds of thousands of dollars to a business that's not registered. Think about that for a second. Like, you were to ask me, Noelle, to give you $100,000 for your business, you're going to have to actually have that business registered. That way, it lets me know that you're taking this seriously. You actually have a business for me to invest in, and that this is actually an entity that has been created and it's really something. So it's very inexpensive to start your business entity and get your business registered with the Secretary of State, but make sure that you do it because it is so important. So, okay, now let me get to these second things because this is an incredible video and I have some great information. Number 2, an EIN, which stands for Employer Identification Number. An EIN is similar to your social security number. This is almost like your business's social security number. So one of the things that is important, though, is it does work like a social security number. So once you actually have an official business, you can go to irs.gov and get your EIN absolutely free. Okay, this is of no cost to you. Yes, getting your business registered with their Secretary of State is going to cost you something, maybe a few $100s, but your EIN is absolutely free. And again, this is super important because, like I said, it will work as your business's social security number. This is how you will pay taxes. This is how you will pay your taxes. This is how you will file your taxes. This is how you will apply for credit cards for your business. You won't put your own social security number. You will put your business's EIN. Additionally, when you go to open a bank account and things like that, they're going to ask for your EIN. So it is the second thing that you will do after you register your business with the Secretary of State. You will then go to irs.gov and you will get your EIN. Super important. You don't want to miss that step. And again, absolutely free. Okay, let's get to the next thing. Number 3, a business bank account. Now, I cannot tell you how many people think that they don't need a business bank account. They think that it is okay just to have their personal money and their personal checking account and their personal savings account, but that is not the deal. If you have a business, you want to have a business bank account. That way, all of the money that you get for your business is not commingled with your personal funds. This is very important. The reason why you got the business registered with the Secretary of State and you got the EIN is so that you can create a separate entity, separate from yourself. An entity that can borrow money, not you. An entity that can get investments, and it's not you directly getting the investment, it's your business that's getting the investment. You want your business to be able to get credit cards, not you get credit cards, your business gets credit cards. So it is vitally important that you have a business bank account. One of the things too that it opens up a business bank account is many lenders, especially lenders for small startup businesses, want to just see that you have maybe even just 3 months worth of bank statements, and they will literally lend your business money. All jokes aside, just imagine if you showed someone 3 months of business bank accounts, all they were looking at were the deposits, not the withdrawals, and they would lend you money based on those deposits. That's incredible. And that is what happens in the business lending world. And so that is why you want to get a business checking account. One, it doesn't, you get to separate your funds. There's no commingling, and it helps protect you so you can actually have those protections that an LLC offers you. And then number 2, this is an easy way for you to get funding for your business. So many lenders will only just ask for 2 or 3 months worth of business bank statements, and they will loan your business money. So please get a business bank account. It's super important. Okay, next thing. Number 4, you will need a payment processing account. For example, PayPal, Stripe, QuickBooks. These are systems processing accounts, merchant processing account, payment processing accounts that will allow you to accept credit cards into your business, that allow you to accept checks, remote, without somebody handing you a check and you bringing it to the bank. They can just give you a check over the phone or whatever, or take a picture of it, and then you can deposit it into your business's account. So it's super important that you have payment processing, especially merchant processing that allows you to accept credit cards into your business. Many people will want to pay you with a credit card, whether it be for your product or your service, and it is very inexpensive. In fact, in many cases, you can get a merchant processing account absolutely free if you've done those first 3 things that I told you to do. So if you have your business registered with the Secretary of State, you have an EIN, and you have a bank account for the merchant processing to put your money into, then you are able to get a merchant processing account. So hopefully you see how this is working out, and it builds upon itself. So the merchant processing account, why is so important? 1, you want that for your business. 2, this is a year, we're in a time where almost everyone is going to pay you with a credit card. Yeah, being able to accept checks is pretty important, and people can mail you a check and you can deposit it, but it is vitally important, no matter what you are selling or offering, that you can take credit cards. This will not only allow you to have those funds coming into your business. Once you are able to accept credit cards into your business, guess what? Now the merchant processing accounts will actually lend you money. This is the incredible thing about it. Literally, you get a merchant processing account with PayPal or Square, just using those as an example, PayPal or Square, and both PayPal and Square can lend you money. So once they see that you're processing credit cards, even if it's a small amount, they literally will offer you a loan to help you with your business because they have so much cash. They're very successful businesses, and they take a small percentage every time you swipe a card. So they have plenty of cash to lend to small businesses, and that is what they do. However, they only want to lend to small businesses that are using their service. So this is super important. important. Get a PayPal, get a Square, get a QuickBooks, get a merchant processing account, get a payment processing account so that you can accept those credit cards and those checks. And number 5, and this is the most important thing to me, not because it's something that you need for a business, this is really almost a bonus. Number 5 is a website, okay? This is a time when you need a website. People are going to Google you, they're going to look you up, they're going to want to make sure that you are credible, and almost no one I know, okay, and you want to talk to the people that I know, would do business with a business that doesn't have a website, okay? I've literally asked my multimillionaire friends, you know, if they had an attorney, if they were super powerful, if they didn't have a website, would they use them? And they literally told me no. Just because this is a way not only for people to find you and their credibility, in this day and age, if you have not made the investment to have a website where people can find you, then you seem like someone that's not going to be around for a long time. You don't seem like you're in it for the long haul. It just really raises a lot of red flags. So I would say you want this for your credibility, for your customers that you're serving. 2, when you, again, for the funding, they're going to want to check to make sure that you have a website. Obviously, PayPal, Square, even those merchant processing places, they're going to want to make sure that you have a website because people in this day and age have websites. This is where you find people. You need to be able to Google them. You need to be able to write reviews on them. You need to see what other people are saying about them. So you definitely need a website, more so than social media and some of the other things that people tell you. You really just at least want to have a website that tells people about you, that has your phone number, that has your business, and you seem credible and is somewhere that people can find you. Super important. I have one last bonus for you, so stay here. So I know an amazing company that helps startups so much, and you absolutely want to get your bank account with them. North One Bank is an incredible online bank that will allow you to get set up in a matter of minutes. Additionally, North One is great for new businesses and businesses that need a bank account because like I said, any entrepreneur will need a bank account, and it is super important for you to have one. North One is an online bank that allows you to bank from anywhere, okay? Because it is online, you can get your money nationally anywhere in the whole United States. They are nationwide with their ATM system, and you can get an app that you can manage and see your money from anywhere. North One is an amazing bank. Everything that you need to manage your business finances is at your fingertips. You will never have to step foot in a bank branch ever again. You will be able to save time and money on bookkeeping because you can connect your bank account to QuickBooks, FreshBooks, Wave, Xero, and so many other apps where you can manage your business finances right with your bank account. This makes managing your business finances quick and easy without needing the help of an accountant. Save automatically for big expenses. Whether you are saving for tax time or your next big investment, North One can help you with that and some of the tools that they have with their bank accounts. Again, this is Noelle Randall. I just want to make sure that you have all of the tools, all of the resources, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle. To your success.